let's discuss something that might sound a little uncomfortable to you as a business owner. You cannot spend your entire business life chasing customers. Yes, customers are important. Without customers, you don't have a business. But if every morning you wake up, you only think, who will buy from me today? And every evening, you are wondering, will I make enough sales tomorrow? You may be making money, but you are still operating from uncertainty. And that's exhausting. Because even if you have 100 loyal customers today, some of them will eventually leave. They may relocate, they may lose their job, they may find another supplier. Their business may close, their needs may change, and suddenly you are back on Instagram or any of the platforms you advertise your business. There is nothing wrong with selling, but there is a higher level of business thinking. And today, I want to show you 4 levels of sales that every serious business owner should understand. The 4 people moving businesses, they are the customer, clients, contracts, and the one I call the P. Because the higher you move, the less you depend on random daily sales. And that's where business starts becoming more predictable. Stay with me in this video and I will tell you who the P are. Let's start from the bottom. Level 1, customers. A customer is someone who buys your product or service. Simple. Let's say you sell snacks. You wake up in the morning, you buy your shishi, meat pies, donuts, or whatever you are selling. Then you start looking for people to buy. Like, come and buy my snacks. Please support my business. Buy 2, get 1 free. You post on WhatsApp, you post on Facebook, you post on Instagram, you send messages. You stand somewhere and wait. And when someone comes, they buy. That's a customer. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. In fact, every business starts here. The problem is when you never move beyond it. Because now imagine you sell 100 packs of snacks today. Tomorrow, you have to find another 100 people. The next day, another 100. Next week, another 700 in total. You are constantly restarting. You are constantly hunting. You are constantly asking, who is buying today? And that's the problem. Your income becomes heavily dependent on daily demands. And that's why many small businesses feel like a job where you are both the employee and the boss. Sometimes the boss is even more stressful because the boss is you and the employee is also you. And nobody is paying you overtime, you know. But there is another level. Level 2, clients. At this stage, you are no longer just waiting for random people to buy from you. You are building relationships with people who need your service repeatedly. Let's go back to the snack business again. Instead of selling 1 meat pie to 1 person today, imagine someone contacts you and say, can you handle snacks for my wedding? Now, you are producing 500 pieces. Maybe another person says, can you handle snacks for my birthday? Another says, we are having corporate events next month. Can you supply us snacks? Now, you are not just selling snacks. You are serving clients. And there is a major difference. A customer might buy once. A client can come back repeatedly because they trust your ability to solve a particular problem. Maybe you are a graphic designer. A customer pays you to design 1 flyer. But a client says, I need you to handle all my designs every month. That's different. A photographer can have customers who book 1 birthday shoot. But a client might be a company that needs photographs for its events throughout the year. Do you see the difference? You are moving from who wants to buy from me to who has an ongoing problem that I can constantly solve. That's a much stronger business position. It doesn't end here. We can even go more higher. And that is level 3, which is contracts. Now, we are entering a different territory. A contract is where you have a formal agreement to provide your product or service for a specific period or under a specific terms. Let's return to our snack business again. Imagine a school needs snacks for its students every week. Instead of selling them 20 snacks today and hoping they return tomorrow, you approach the school and say, I can supply you snacks every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Both you and the school can agree on the quantity, agree on the price, agree on the quality, and agree on the delivery. And you sign an agreement with the school. Now you have a contract. Maybe it will be for 6 months, or maybe it will be for 1 year. Suddenly, your business has something very valuable. That is predictability. You now know that if you maintain the agreed standards, there is an existing demand waiting for you. If you are a serious business owner, don't depend on how can I get more customers. Also ask yourself, how can I secure bigger and more predictable orders? A restaurant can chase individual customers every day, and it can also secure a catering agreement with a company. You as a fashion designer can wait for individual people to order clothes, or you can supply uniform for an organization. A cleaning company can look for individual houses, or it can secure a recurring cleaning contract with an office building. A software developer can build one website and leave, or they can sign a maintenance agreement with a company. The difference isn't simply working hard, it's thinking differently about how revenue is created. And here is something important. A contract can expose a business to new problems. That is capacity. Imagine someone gives you a contract for 500 units. Congratulations. But then, you realize your entire business can only produce 300 units. Now, you have a different problem. But that's actually a good problem to have, because production can be expanded. You can hire. You can outsource certain processes. You can invest in equipment. You can build systems. But don't sacrifice quality just because you got a big order. A contract is valuable only when you can actually deliver what you promised. Now, there is one level beyond contracts that many people don't think about. And this is where things get really interesting. The one I refer as P in the beginning of this video. And that's where level 4 comes in. The P is partnerships. Partnerships are different for simply getting somebody to buy from you. A strong partnership can create opportunities for both businesses to grow. Think about large companies. A major technology company doesn't necessarily manufacture every single component inside its products. One company may specialize in chips, another may manufacture screens, another may produce batteries, another may handle logistics, another may provide software. They don't all need to own every part of the operation. There can be relationships with specialized companies. That's where partnership becomes powerful. Imagine you manufacture food products. Instead of constantly searching for packaging suppliers, you could build a long-term relationship with packaging company. As your business grows, you buy more packaging. As their business grows, they supply more packaging. Both companies benefit from the relationship. Or imagine you own a logistic company. A large retailer might partner with you to handle deliveries across several cities. As the retailer grows, your delivery volume grows. As your logistics operation improves, you become even more valuable to the retailer. That's the beautiful thing about strategic partnerships. Your growth can create someone else's growth, and their growth can create yours. But let me make one thing clear. I'm not saying you should go around signing ridiculous 100-year partnerships with everybody you meet. That's not how serious business works. Partnerships need clear agreements, responsibilities, pricing, quality standards, risk allocation, confidentiality where necessary, easy terms, and a clear understanding of who brings what to the table. A partnership without structure can become a problem very quickly, but a well-structured partnership can become one of the strongest growth engines in business. So what should you do? Here is the biggest lesson I want you to take from this video. Don't be ashamed of having customers. Customers are the foundation. But don't build your entire business around constantly chasing them. Start asking yourself 4 questions. Question 1, how can I get more customers? This is where you start. Improve your products, improve your marketing, improve your sales. Give people reason to buy. Question 2, how can I turn good customers into long-term clients? Don't just sell. Build trust, deliver consistently, and follow up. Understand their needs. Give them a reason to come back. Question 3, how can I turn repeated demand into contracts? Look for businesses, schools, organizations, hotels, restaurants, companies, and institutions that have recurring needs. Don't just ask, who wants to buy this? Ask, who need this regularly? That's a completely different question. Question 4, who can I build a strategic partnership with? Maybe you need a supplier. Maybe you need a distributor. Maybe you need a logistic company. Maybe another business needs what you provide. Find where your strengths complement each other. Because sometimes the next level of your business isn't another customer, it's another business. And that's the mindset shift. Every small business owner says, I need more customers. The smarter business owner starts saying, I need better clients. Then I need recurring contracts. Then I need strategic partnership. That is the progression. Customer, client, contract, and partnership. And remember, you don't skip the levels. You build the foundation first. You learn how to sell. You learn how to serve. You learn how to return. You learn how to deliver consistently. Then you start building systems that allow the business to grow beyond your daily hustle. Because the ultimate goal isn't to spend the rest of your life begging people to buy. The goal is to build a business that creates enough value that people companies and organizations have a reason to keep doing business with you. So if you are currently at the customer level, don't feel bad. That's where many successful businesses started. But don't just stay there forever. Move from customers to clients, from clients to contracts, and from contracts to strategic partnerships. That's where business starts becoming bigger than your personal efforts. And if it's easy to give you a different perspective on how to grow your business, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm always talking about money, business, financial discipline, and the principles that can help you build real wealth. And I want you to comment below: customer, client, contract, or partnership. Like, tell me which level your business is currently operating at. And if you are still chasing customers every single day, don't be discouraged. Start small, build relationships, create more values, and think long term. Because you don't just want to make another sale tomorrow. You want to build something that can still make money years from now. See you on my next video.